Hello, my name is Olivia Petarowski, and I am responding to our challenges in community organizing discussion post. Starting with question number 1, how can organizers ensure that marginalized voices are centered in a campaign or cause? I think that organizers can ensure that marginalized voices are centered in a campaign or cause by ensuring that they're the ones getting their voices heard and they have the ability to be involved. I think that everybody should be involved and have a voice in the decisions that are being made and not just necessarily focus on those who are higher up. So, ensuring and making it a priority that everyone gets a chance to be heard is really going to prioritize those marginalized voices. I think that once everyone is involved, you get different viewpoints on the problem that is being faced and challenged. So, you can kind of go at it at many different perspectives, which can be very beneficial. Question 2, how does the media influence the success or failure of community organizing efforts? I think that the media can influence people to do many different things, especially in our new generation. I think that social media is a way to present different ideas and really branch out to a wide range of people. It also is a way to get people's attention, especially now that everything is kind of online. It reaches a larger audience by just the click of the finger rather than posting things up in your community on a piece of paper on, different buildings or whatnot. You can make a Facebook post, you can make this post and whatever, and you can reach not only your community, but the neighboring communities. You can reach anybody online. So it gets a very wide audience range, that's for sure. Question 3, how can community organizers effectively raise funds and resources for their cause in today's media-savvy field? They can effectively raise funds and resources for their cause in today's media-savvy field by creating and maintaining a platform. Once you have kind of built up that platform and you have the following for something that's community organizing, obviously it doesn't need to be large and hundreds and thousands of followers, but once you have a good, strong community account established, you're kind of able to build up your army in a way. So the people that are involved can help you grow your cause. Once you have that platform, you can post on many different social media platforms, and you're able to reach out to many different people on a wider audience. And since you have that strong and established platform, more people are going to want to follow along because you look strong and looks like something that's not just going to fail and crumble apart. Question 4, what strategies can be used to counter opposition from groups with more financial or political power? I think things such as harmless protests to gain attention to the problem at hand and prove that they have a strong following. As long as this stays harmless and peaceful, things can progress in a more purposeful manner, and you are, able to gain the attention because clearly you have a problem with something and you're protesting. So you're gaining the attention, and people are going to see that and be like, oh, maybe we do need to change this and whatever. Once things start to kind of stray away from them being harmless and peaceful, that's kind of when, okay, obviously protesting is not going to really work. But at a community level like this, and it's harmless and whatever, I think things will gain more attention and will get handled better and faster. And then lastly, question 5, how can technology and social media be both an advantage and a challenge in organizing? I kind of said this above for the advantage. You're able to branch out to your cause and gain a greater following. You've established that army, you are gaining that following, you're getting more people's attention. That's definitely an advantage. You build up your group, you have a stronger foundation for this situation. And then for the disadvantage, I think that technology in general can be a struggle for those who are not as tech savvy, such as those who are, of an older generation. They want to be involved in the movement, but sometimes they're not as in the social media platforms or social media in general as they can be because they just don't understand how to work it. So they kind of feel out of the loop if we completely transition from things being in person to being online. They're not going to be as involved as they want to be because they just don't understand how to. So that can definitely be a struggle because you're not going to be able to get all of the groups that we want or need, we're kind of like leaving them out of the desk. So we need to make sure that if we're going to involve technology and social media, we also need to keep our in-person signs and announcements and all that, so that way we can keep our older generation in the loop along with us younger people.